Damn, girl, that's every day. Solo on that beat, huh? Every day gang.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Prophet Cuts, and I'm here for my first haircut tutorial, low taper on waves. Let's get it. Alright, so first I'm gonna comb my hair all the way through and lift my hair up before I get to cutting it. I got a number 1 guard on all the way open. And I'm just gonna go all the way through my head, make sure everything's even, and basically just take my time and make sure I get all the hair that I want to get before I start going into my crown and working on that. See, I'm doing my sides at an angle, just like how I brush my waves. Basically, just when you go with the grain, you go with, especially if you're a waver, you go with the direction of your waves. So I'm just taking my time and going through there with the one, getting all that hair off. See, like this close up right here, I'm doing a little bit of crown work and just going with the waves with that one open. These are the Wall Magic Clip Corded Edition. Pretty good clippers. I'm gonna do a review on them soon. So you're just getting in that crown and making sure I get all of those hairs. And I'm actually go back in there and do a little bit more detail work too. Going back over stuff, get it even. It's really important when, especially to wavers, to get everything really even. So I'm gonna brush it out, brush it, get everything laid back down and just see how everything looks before I get to my next step. Just brushing my crown in the swirl, how it grows naturally and the way my waves are going. Going over some spots that I see. Same one guard all the way open. You can see it's looking more even now. See, now I got that mirror and I'm just looking at my crown and going all the way in there. So now I got that number 2 guard on all the way closed, and I'm just gonna go against the grain of my crown just to get all those little hairs that I couldn't get before, so it can be nice and even. Just working it, going each and every direction against the grain in the swirl to get all the hair. And that's a 2 all the way closed. Brushing it back down in the swirl. Just brushing. Okay, now we about to get into this fade. I got that lever all the way closed, and I'm gonna set my first guideline. I'm going up, tapping it, coming back down, making sure everything is clean and neat. I'm gonna brush it, take a look at it, make sure I get that line real clean before I move on. Now I'm gonna open that lever all the way up, and I'm gonna set my second guideline. You see how I'm just flicking out so I don't set a hard guideline, because I like to do a low taper fade. So now I got that lever all the way open, and I'm just gonna keep flicking out and taking that top of that fade right to where I want it before I put that number 1 guard on. Boom, number 1 guard. That's all the way open at first, and we're gonna go up into the hair, but not a lot because it is a low taper. And I'm gonna close that up eventually, but for right now I just got it open. See how I pull the skin and go in a like half moon to get that taper in there the right shape. Not like a flat taper, so it has some shape to it. Now I got that number 2 guard on closed, and I'm going against the grain to remove some of that bulk. Got that number 1 guard back on, doing a little detail work. See how I hold the head and do that half moon to get that low, perfect taper. I'm a waver, so I don't like going deep into my waves with the taper. See, now I got that guard closed, and I'm just going there some more. And I'm working on that line before I throw that zero guard on. Then I'm gonna go with the one guard closed against the grain right in the area of the taper, just to remove a little bit more of that bulk. Now I got that zero guard. And with this guard, I'm gonna work open and closed. The higher I go, I'm gonna open it up, but I'm gonna start at the bottom with it closed. And I'm gonna work out that line, which it's in there, but it's not too harsh already, but I'm still getting there and get it without taking the fade up, which is the important part when using the zero guard, because it's real easy to take it up with the zero guard. You gotta be careful and just make sure to flick at the line and not go into the hair. See, I got that one guard back on, going a little further up so I can knock that a little bit down before I get to working on the zero. 1.5 guard, just taking a little bit off of the bolt. Just shaping it how I want to. That's the good part about cutting your own hair. Now I got no guard on, clippers about halfway open, and I'm just going in and doing some detail work, flicking out. Just making sure it's a really clean transition from the ball to the bulk of the hair. Now I'm just going around brushing, laying everything down before I start this back taper. And we're just doing the same thing we did on the sides. We're gonna go in with the ball all the way closed and set our first guideline. And just getting our guidelines as clean as we can, especially cutting your own hair. But I've been doing it for a while now, so it's a little bit easier for me. Just getting it clean. And I'm gonna come back and brush it back down and do it all again. Then we're gonna open that lever up and go with our second guideline. And make sure we go up about 1/2 inch and flick out, so we don't make a huge guideline with that half, which is all the way open against the grain. And you can kind of shape your fade. And we're just gonna work that second guideline and clean with the lever all the way open. So I got the mirror. And now got the clippers about halfway closed, no guard, and I'm just gonna work out part of that middle line that I set in. And then just working back up to that upper line a little bit. I'm not gonna go any higher than where I went without the guard. Now I'm gonna throw that one on. I'm gonna open it up and go up about 1/2 inch. Now I'm gonna go into the hair slightly and flick out again. That's one important key when you're cutting waves. You need to flick out and not go into the hair hard, because you'll set a guideline that you won't be able to get out. So now I'm coming down with that one, open still, just removing some more of the bulk. Making sure everything's even. Then I'm just gonna come back up with it. Just get it nice and even before I close that one up. Yeah, those are my walls. And I got the T outliners. Now I got that one closed. And I'm just gonna go slightly below where I went with the one open and work on that bottom line before I put that zero on. Just go into that line about halfway from the top of where I went with the one. Now for the edge up, with my hair and with most wavers, this is something important to not push the hairline back. Especially with me, because I kind of have I guess you can call baby hair in the front. So I just, like you can see, I'm knocking it down, making it nice and even. And I'm just gonna tap that line and make it sharp. I'm not gonna go into the hair very hard because I want to keep my hairline where it's at and not cut off all of the baby hairs. And you're gonna see I'm gonna keep working at it. It's gonna get really straight. So like I said, I'm just gonna tap at it, not push into the hair. And eventually you're gonna see how sharp I'm gonna get it. I'm just looking into the mirror and I'm gonna do that C coat. Using the edge of my clipper, as you can see, to get it nice and sharp. And I'm going into it, cleaning out that bottom line a little bit, as you can saw. Just doing that C cut, getting it how I want it to get. And sometimes you gotta flip the clippers around different ways and do it too. Just making sure I get that corner right. Nice and sharp. No curved corners. See how I'm tapping at the hairline? See how sharp it's getting? Tap. So you're not pushing back. I'm gonna get it real sharp. See how I'm pulling the skin a little bit? It makes it a little easier. See how I'm pulling the skin as I edge it? Not pulling it too hard because then it's gonna pull a hairline at an angle that it's not gonna fall naturally. And you're gonna do the edge up in the wrong angle, which I've learned the hard way. So I'm just gonna keep tapping and getting it straight. Slowly just tapping at the hair. So you're pulling the skin slightly. And just tapping down with it and pushing out. Kind of doing the scooting motion with the clipper to get all those follicles as close as you can without the razor. Cleaning out some of that bottom line of the fade with it too. Using that corner for the C coat, getting nice and sharp, cleaning out that bottom a little bit more. The cleaner the fade is at the bottom and the top, the cleaner the whole transition would be. So I'm using that corner and I'm just drawing it in almost. Getting all that. Getting that bottom edge of the corner real sharp. Now I'm hit the back of the neck, which is kind of tough for some people when they're cutting their own hair, but I've gotten this down from practice and practice. Just tapping at it, getting it sharp just like with the front, and just coming down with it, getting all that hair off my neck. See, now I gotta get behind my ear, right? I'm gonna use my index finger and hold my ear down while I hold my clipper and edge behind my ear. And just doing the same thing on the other side. Coming down. Hold the ear down. This is me using my left hand. Just edging it up sharp all the way down to where there's no hair. Just tapping. See, nice and even, nice and sharp, looking clean. Now we're gonna put some of that alcohol on there. Get it nice and clean. Make sure we don't get no bumps or any type of infection. You gotta stay clean and sterile. See, nice and clean. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at ProfitCuts_, as you can see. And stay tuned for more videos coming. More to be a barber video coming soon. And just more content, so y'all stay tuned. I appreciate the views. I'm out.
They can't stop me, man. I can't hear you cause I'm on that line. Poor happy I came up. Grinding hard got me staying up. Pushing